Vice Premier Shan, Acting Director Cornforce, ladies and gentlemen, teams of excellence, friends from the media, good afternoon. Welcome to the award ceremony of 2021 Presidential Hackathon. My name is Catherine Fulu. I am the MC today. Presidential Hackathon is supervised by the Office of the President, organized by the Executive Yuan, and co-organized by the Board of Science and Technology, and supported by the National Development Council and the Ministry of Economic Affairs. And this demonstrates the government's focus on open data and facilitating the synergies of different agencies, disciplines in both public and private sectors in hopes of using hacking practices to accelerate the optimization of public services and government innovation. The theme this year is Sustainability 2.1 Resilient Island, calling for the public question submission and inviting hackers to develop solutions, and the international track focuses on climate change with the theme of Sustainability 2.0 Climate Action and invites hackers around the world to offer solutions. Over the past 8 months, you worked really hard. There are 3 groups of people who really worked hard as well, so I would like to extend our appreciation to all of them. First of all, our thanks goes to the committee members. They formulated relevant rules, coordinated, and offered guidance. May I invite the members in the front row to stand up and receive a round of applause from the esteemed guests? Next, the judges provided guidance and exerted mental efforts during the selection process. Let's not forget that. Judges, if you would please stand up and receive a round of applause. In addition, the field experts have unreservedly shared their expertise and experiences during workshops. Please stand up to receive a round of applause. Thank you for your assistance and coaching. Thank you. Before the ceremony begins, let's watch the video for soliciting proposals this year. And the voiceover was done by Minister Tong herself.
这部影片已经开始了，但2020年好像还没有结束。世界的运作因为疫情乱了步调，造成全球的变动与不安。 限制和隔离成为巨大的枷锁。不过，我们相信，万事万物都有缺口，缺口就是光的入口。用创新思维找到穿越界限的途径，透过数位科技展现台湾人的韧性。让我们一起洞悉生活中习以为常的问题。 结合政府的开放资料，为永续发展找到方向。面对新时代的挑战与契机，台湾将扬起黑客的风帆，航行在数位的浪潮之上。2021，黑客起航。
We all know that this year we encountered pandemic. However, the presidential hackathon overcame many challenges, receiving 164 proposals, and that increased by 6.2%. And in terms of an international track, we received proposals from 15 countries, and the number of proposals reached 42. And we will watch the video for the excellent teams for the international track. The theme for domestic track is Sustainability 2.0 Resilient Islands. Due to the pandemic, countries have become aware that resilience that mitigates economic, social, and environment risks is more important than efficiency. And that inspires the hackers and the government. Please join me to welcome Her Excellency President Tsai. Thank you, President, for taking time out to attend this event and present the trophies to the teams of excellence. There are teams of excellence from the domestic and international tracks. I believe you have worked here, and this is the honorary moment that you have been waiting for. There are many good proposals, and they are remarkable in terms of feasibility and completeness. So may I invite the teams of excellence to present their proposal to the President in this event. I'd like to remind you that each of you will have 2.5 minutes. First, CO2 uptake, presented by Planet New of Classic Design and Planning, as well as Mr. Ho, co-founder of Energy Saving NTU. President, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We are CO2 uptake. We aim to match the resources so that we can achieve net zero emission. There are two things that we do mainly. For example, we make inventory of public assets with potentials, and we put them on map for public access. And second, we match 44 carbon reduction measures with 28 public assets, so that you can make inquiries online to search the corresponding measures. And next year, we will work with Taoyuan City Government and Tainan City Government. And I'd like to extend our appreciation to all of you. And of course, there are many supporters, Chairman Chen, and also Director General from Tainan Government and the Section Chief from Taoyuan City Government. Through the cooperation between the academia, government, and the private sector, we are able to make our proposal. And we will be able to extend our project to other places in Taiwan. Thank you for your sharing CO2 uptake. Followed by last, presented by co-founder Mr. Shi and the Deputy Chief Engineer of Water Resources Agency. We would like to have good drink, good food, and a good living environment. I'm Shi. The project is supported by the Water Resources Agency and Soil and Water Conservation Bureau. We would like to drink good water, eat fine food, and live in a very good environment. This is our current situation. We need some improvement to reach that goal. And we would like to make improvement for the river basins, and the cities and the private sector would like to work with the government and enterprises. However, we are lacking in an effective platform, so we hope to use data to make integration. This is our solution. We regularly hold meetings, and we have had meetings for Taoyuan River for many times, and many government agencies and civil society organizations have participated, and we have released more than 100 layers and data sets. And we also release free resource package for hydrological analysis, and we also launched the app. And this is our app. It's quite user-friendly. We hope to use intuitive question and answer so that people can understand relevant issues about water environment. And by using the map, you can search anything that you want to have for water environment. This is our vision. We hope to use user-friendly digital dialogue so that people, the private sector, and the government to work together to discuss the issues. Here's our next step. We will continue to deepen and broaden our efforts and broaden the project. We will integrate the data. And for broadening, we would like the support from the executive yuan, our aim is to replicate the models and apply the models to 4 other river basins. And we hope to engage in effective communication for the betterment of the Taiwan. Thank you, Les. And next, Fishing Herding Master presented by Section Chief and Dr. Chen, Mr. Chen from Thai Power Company. We are Fish Herding Master. We herd sheep and we also herd fish. And the master is Fishing Master Herding. Herding Master is our project. We would like to save the milkfish from cold spells. We have members from all over Taiwan. We have power plants from Linkou and in Keelung. And also we have research institute established by Thai Power and National Taiwan Ocean University and members from Keelung Fishermen's Association. With their help, we are able to make our proposal, and I'll pass the floor to Dr. Chen. These in response to Sustainability 2.0 and Resilient Island, Thai Power would like to use the warm discharge water. And President visited Yong'an to see the aquaculture pond. And discharged warm water is a very important resource for that. Imagine this: you would like to have a hot spring in this cold water. So are the fishes. So we have conducted many experiments. For example, we have aquaculture, and we have tested the models on many species of fish. For example, milkfish. And we also have made long-term observation in terms of the microfloras in the culture. And during the process, we also use the fish harvest and deliver the packs to employees to collect their feedback. Through the competition, we carry out exchange, and we understand that the aquaculture is a very good investment target for a financial industry. So this is our direction. And we won the award thanks to the support of the company, including the president and their chairman, as well as our partners, including Keelung Fishermen's Association and NTOU. I believe that aquaculture is a very important for the development of circular economy, and we also believe that the collaboration between academia, the public and private sectors will be able to facilitate the development in this field. Thank you, Fish Herding Master. And then I would like to invite Aging Well, presented by Ms. Xu, Inspector of MOHW, and Ms. Zhang, Specialist of D4SG. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We are Aging Well. It's supported by the Ministry of Health and Welfare and the Child Long-Term Care Center, as well as D4SG. The population is aging, so the demand for long-term care is decreasing. As we all know, taking care of people is not a gift that we are born with. So when we are facing aging, we are panicked because we do know where we can find the resources and who we can consult with. The long-term care 2.0, we adding a role which is level A case manager, who will be able to assist people to make their care programs according to their specific needs. And according to our statistics, it takes up to 180 days to come up with a satisfactory plan for care. There are more than 350,000 people receiving long-term care, and that represents 350,000 families. The demand will continue to rise. So we hope to use this proposal and project to shorten the time needed to come up with the plan. We hope to connect the plan and the resources and the specialists, and considering the model, we use the cookie. We come up with a no-code AI advisory software so that we can deploy the resources and provide customized advice. And AI IA creates AI, and AI empower IA. We shorten the days needed from 180 to 7, so that people in need, household in need, can find their need and assistance in a more efficient way. Hsinchu, Taoyuan, and Jiayi are covered by our program, and there are more than 40,000 households receiving the benefits. And in the future, we will optimize resource allocation to take care for more households. We do not need a panacea. We need people to have their customized care plan. Thank you. Then High-End Studio, presented by Chief Executive of High-End Studio. I am the Chief Executive. We hope to establish a platform. We have encountered many challenges. For example, you need the help of a cleaning squadron. However, time and people are limited. Therefore, the activity is not popularized. And the government have invested heavily in cleaning up the beaches, and the amount reached 6.5 NT dollars. There are many sources of marine debris, so the goal should not be 100% clean and free from trash. We need to manage our expectation, and now we can use formulate policies for source reduction, because this is our responsibility. It should not be the responsibility of the government alone. We hope to establish stations to integrate the forces from Coast Guards and enterprises or companies nearby. They can provide supplies, and you can place their trash at the premises for the cleaning squadron to collect. And we hope to use this to promote the activity. And we also have the map information for you to organize such activity. And we also have reward redemptions to incentivize the activity. And we also hope to use the app to report dirty beaches so that people can know which parts of the coast area requires cleaning, and that can reduce resources. 39% of the beach cleaning in New Taipei City requires no cleaning squadron's assistance. So we hope to promote the activity to all of you. The goal is not to clean up all the benches. It's a process for environment education. It's a process for hands-on learning. So we hope to use the system to educate people on this. So we need your help. It is really difficult to set premises for trash placement. And lastly, I am going to be a dad next year. I hope my children can grow in a clean Taiwan, and I hope you can help us. And this is a gift that I can give to Taiwan to my child. And this requires your assistance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the 5 teams of excellence, for the impressive sharing. Well, winning the awards is just the beginning. It is more important to execute the proposals and innovate public services, and that is the ultimate goal of the presidential hackathon. Well, as I just mentioned, the competition for the international track is very intense. We've had teams from 15 countries submitting a total of 42 cases and proposals. Among all, AB Street and Office Farmers stood out from the pack and won the final awards. But because of the pandemic, unfortunately, the 2 teams cannot make it to today's award ceremony. But they have prepared a short video clip, and let's see what they have to offer in their proposals. First, let us watch the video by AB Street. Their topic is called Shifting City from Driving to Biking by Democratizing Transportation Planning. Let's enjoy the video.
Hello, I'm Dustin Carlino, and I'm very honored to present the final results from the AB Street team to you today. Too many people drive in the United States, and that causes a lot of greenhouse gas emissions, people dying in traffic collisions, urban sprawl, noise pollution, and other externalities. But amazingly, about 60% of trips in the US are under 5 miles, and this is a distance that can be very easy to bike. And so if we could, this project is about convincing people to switch from driving to biking. So why don't people bike today? The problem is streets aren't designed for it, and so it's very unsafe to do so when that's not the case. And This is unfortunate because we know how to design cities to be safe and to encourage cycling, but every time groups try to propose this or governments try to propose this, a lot of people come out in force with a lot of bad arguments about why cycling isn't a good idea. And so part of the problem is a lack of public education about the benefits of cycling. And another part of it is the way that the government communicates plans to convert space from parking to cycling is often not done in a very convincing way. Ungap the Map is new bike planning software that lets us see how a city's bike network looks overall and also in detail. And it lets us see how elevation affects cycling routes through the city. We can plan a bike route from 2 places in the city and see how much elevation profile the route covers, and also which parts of the route are along high-stress roads, and also look at any alternatives and see what the trade-offs are. We can fix the problem by adding in new bike lanes where we think it's important through the city, and also edit roads in detail if we don't like the automatic results. Then estimate the number of people who might switch from driving to biking because of these changes, and look for any remaining gaps in the network. And finally, evaluate how many carbon emissions could be saved based on these behavior changes. And finally, share our proposal with neighbors and government leaders. We hope the software can help governments communicate plans to create better cycling infrastructure more effectively, and also educate the public about the benefits of driving less. And finally, we want to inspire individuals and advocacy groups to share their own vision for what their city should look like for cycling. The software can work anywhere in the world thanks to OpenStreetMap, and everything is open source on GitHub, so try it out today. Thank you very much.
The second award-winning team of the international track is Office Farmers. Let's enjoy their video clip.
We are Office Farmers. We dedicate ourselves to improving the life of small farmers through the power of information. 35% of world's food is produced by 570 million small farms. The farmers involved are also one of the most economically vulnerable groups. They are trapped in the vicious cycle of climate change because of limited resources and face the greatest constraints to adopt climate-adaptive practice and technology. Due to the lack of access to the semi-annual weather forecast, they are more likely to lose their harvest in extreme weather events. Friendly crop modeling consolidates big data analysis, interface Oceanic Nino Index table, and agrocrop yield simulation to be an effective solution, especially in rural areas without local meteorological observatory or information tools. The platform has connected to 2 APIs, NASA Power and Open Weather. The next step is to convert satellite data of strips or Open Data Cube to our database format. To optimize crop production, the platform performs analysis of historical data to identify the key drivers of crop yields. It is necessary to include weather prediction pattern and the Niño's oscillation forecast to provide data output for the upcoming season. Besides data analytics, we have developed a user-friendly interface by simplifying the crop modeling process in the cloud. We've also created an interactive ONI data filter with extreme events explanation to complete the decision support system to help farmers achieve climate adaptation. We are aspired to promote our platform to more countries in Latin America and scale up our impact by working with a broader alliance to deploy the promotion strategy of local technical agroclimatic committees.
Our project is compatible with the climate mitigation plan for policymakers.
Our project will achieve SDG goals, especially in countries relying on agriculture.
Our project is based on scientific research, and we will have an academic publication.
We know that Taiwan is a great international partner, and we are looking forward to the collaboration with Taiwan government.
We are seeking more opportunities to amplify our proposal until great success. Office Farmer, thanks to everyone supporting the combat with climate change.
While they are unable to come to Taiwan because of pandemic, but it's still nice to watch the video and see how foreign friends would like to contribute to climate change issues. As we know, the American Institute in Taiwan, AIT, has always been an important partner for the Presidential Hackathon. This year, it is once again a supporting partner for the international track. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Acting Director of the American Institute in Taiwan's Taipei office, Mr. Jeremy Comforth, for a remark.
Recently named a global winner at the NASA Space Apps Challenge 2021, proving once again that Taiwan is home to very high-skilled engineering talent. Taiwan's Presidential Hackathon is unique in the world for receiving such high-level commitment from elected officials, many of whom are joining us here today, who are also willing to put into practice the solutions that our teams have devised. Taiwan is showing the way for how to link together three distinct and important communities: social entrepreneurs, the tech community, and government officials to create innovative public policy. Despite being excluded from international bodies dedicated to global problem solving, Taiwan has nevertheless committed itself to doing its part to fulfill the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Taiwan is a reliable partner, a vibrant democracy, and a force for good in the world. The United States will continue to support Taiwan as it seeks to engage internationally and meaningfully participate in international organizations. Through this hackathon, with its emphasis on devising creative ways of realizing development goals, Taiwan is once again reminding the world that technological advancement is about more than business and economic opportunity. Not that those are not important. The real bottom line is how we can use technology to solve social problems and promote the greater social good. Through events such as these, Taiwan not only reaffirms its status as a technological powerhouse, but also showcases that it is a good global citizen. In closing, I would like to congratulate the winners of the Presidential Hackathon. We look forward to celebrating the success of many more teams like yours in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Acting Director Quanforth of UIT, please be seated. Well, we just heard the presentations from the 5 teams of excellence. I believe we are all eager to hear from the President for more recommendations and insights. I think President Tsai is now dressed in Hackathon t-shirt, so please join me in welcoming Her Excellency President Tsai Ing-wen of the Republic of China, Taiwan, for her remarks. Welcome.
Vice Premier Shen Rongjing, Digital Minister Audrey Tang, Secretary General Li Dawei, Ambassador at Large Chen Zhenran, Ambassador Jian Youxing, AIT Deputy Director Jeremy Cornforth, Minister Gong Mingxing, Minister Chen Shizhong. We see a lot of heads of agencies here today. Competition judges, mentors, and all of our hacker partners, good afternoon. This year, we spent a lot of time preparing for this ceremony today. But this afternoon, I spent a lot of time deciding which top I should wear today. It was a very hard decision, but I finally decided on this black t-shirt, and I see that all our agency heads are also wearing black, so we can see that we are in sync today. This year, the Presidential Hackathon enters its 4th year. Over these past 4 years, the Hackathon has recognized 20 winning teams in the domestic track and 6 in the international track. We have helped generate creative solutions to a wide range of domestic issues. This year, because of the pandemic, submission of proposals and organization of competition events were very complicated. But in keeping with this year's theme of Sustainability 2.0 Resilient Island, all of you hackers have continued to use innovative technology to demonstrate Taiwan's resilience in overcoming challenges. This year, we received 164 proposals in the domestic track and used online workshops to work around pandemic restrictions, with almost 12,000 members of the public participating in online voting. I want to congratulate the 5 winning teams from the domestic track. CO2 uptake, please stand up and let everyone applaud you. Thank you very much. The second team is Last Location Aware Sensing System. Thank you. Please have a seat. A big challenge being the president is reading the names of the teams. You all have very long names, and they're very profound as well. The next team is the Fish Herding Master. Thank you very much. Please have a seat. I see that you are from Tai Power Company because you are all dressed the same. Next team is Aging Well. Please have a seat. This is why Minister Chen Shizhong is here today, and also the high-end studio. Thank you very much. Please have a seat. Their proposals covered Taiwan's energy transition and decarbonization, conservation of river and marine ecology, and healthcare, all of which are pressing policy priorities for Taiwan. This year also marked the first time that the competition's international track has focused on climate action, attracting participants from 15 different countries. Among the 7 teams that made it as finalists, several include Taiwanese hackers. This reflects how the private sector in Taiwan is taking real action on global climate issues. I'm delighted to announce that the winning teams in this year's international track are AB Street, as we just saw in the video, and Office Farmers, which model open source data to help farmers adapt their crops to climate change. It's very profound. these two teams are very excellent, and we hope that going forward, even more hackers from around the world can join us in leveraging innovation and technological expertise to address key global issues. I also want to take this opportunity to extend a special welcome to Annie's Cuff, who are attending today's event. Please have a seat. Earlier this year, they took part in the NASA Space Apps Challenge Hackathon with a project to track insect biodiversity in Taiwan. With over 28,000 participants from all around the world taking part in the challenge this year, they were able to win the Best Use of Science Award. They were among one of 10 global winners, a truly impressive achievement. Congratulations to Annie's Cuff, and thank you for showing the world Taiwan's hacking talent, as well as its uniqueness and beauty. In closing, I want to thank all of the winning and participating teams for working together with our government to seek solutions to the key global issues and challenges of our time. We will continue to cooperate with the private sector to address these issues, using innovative technology to help Taiwan become a sustainable island of resilience. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Tsai, for your encouraging remarks. Please stay on stage because we will now proceed to the highlight of today's event, that is the trophy presentation. To begin with, we would like to present the trophy for the domestic track of the Presidential Hackathon 2021. First off, the members of CO2 Uptake, please come work, represented by co-founder of the Energy Saving NTU, Mr. Ho, Dr. Xu, software engineer of the Institute of Astronomy Astrophysics of Academia Sinica, as well as Dr. Chang, postdoctoral researcher from the Graduate Institute of Civil Engineering of NTU. Please look in the camera in the front. And we will also like to ask all of you to come forward and look into the camera in the front as we take this group picture with President Tsai. Once again, a big round of applause to congratulate CO2 Uptake. Secondly, let us move to the second team from LAS, Location Aware Sensing System, represented by founder Xu, Deputy Chief Engineer Zhang of Water Resources Agency, as well as Deputy Chief Engineer of the Water Resources Agency, to come up to the stage.
Please look at the camera. Congratulations again to LAS. Now the third team, Fish Herding Master, presented by Chairman Yang of Thai Power Company, Chief Executive Secretary of Keelung Fishermen's Association, Mr. Chen. Please move forward and look into the camera. Congratulations again to the Fish Herding Master. Now welcome Aging Well, represented by Dr. Chen Shizhong, Minister of Health and Welfare, Deputy Director General of Child Department of Health, Dr. Zhang, and Specialist of D4SG, Mr. Xie. Please look into the camera. Congratulations. Last but not the least, High-End Studio, represented by the Chief Executive, Mr. Chen. Please look into the camera. Congratulations to the 5 teams of excellence of the domestic track. Please remain on the stage, President, and I'd like to invite represented by Director General Hall of Small and Medium Enterprise Administration of Ministry of Economic Affairs. Congratulations. Represented by the Secretary General Xiang of ICDF. Thank you and congratulations. Please be seated. Thank you, President Tsai. Last but not the least, to conclude this memorable event, let's take a group photo. Now, I'd like to invite all of you to remove your masks temporarily. And all of the esteemed guests to look into the camera. We have two cameramen here. Please look into the camera and the front. If you have any props to use, then please show your props. Thank you. And we have a video cameraman here, so if you have any gesture, please just show your gesture. They will record, make a video of your gestures. Please look into the camera to have a group photo. Thank you. I know the president is busy and she will continue her schedule today. Please join me to thank her for coming today. And please be seated because we will have a important moment for you, that is to unpacking the backpack. What are we going to unpack in the presidential office? We are going to unpack the multifunctional canvas computer bag. And I will introduce the gift to you. It's made from 100% recycled plastic bottles, including limited edition facial masks, limited edition t-shirt for the event, and a miniature building block key ring that symbolizes the joint work by hackers and designed for the sustainable and resilient island. We overcame many challenges, including the escalation of the pandemic and alert levels, by transforming crises into opportunities. And we have a very innovative organization of the event that is a hybrid event. This award ceremony marks a celebratory beginning. Congratulations to all of you again, and in the future, I hope you can continue to use your passion and creativity to transform Taiwan into a resilient island. We have rice cookie gift box for you to deliver our best wishes and congratulations to you. And I hope with the gift, you will be able to continue to exert your influence. And thank you for coming today, Presidential Hackathon until next year.